Perform the operations. Write the answer in the form a plus bi. So here we have, in the numerator and the denominator, we have two complex numbers that are both written in this standard form here of a plus bi, where the 5 and the 2 are a, the 14 and the 3 are b, and obviously the i's are i's. Now, we cannot simplify this any further in the traditional manner, whereas 2 does not go into 5 evenly, 3 does not go into 14 or 5 evenly. And so in order to simplify this, what we're going to do is multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the complex conjugate of the denominator. A complex conjugate is a complex number in the same form, except you switch the sign of the coefficient in front of the I, or the b term. So the complex conjugate of the denominator is 2 minus 3i, because our b term of 3 here, we changed the sign from positive to negative. So we're going to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by that complex conjugate. So we get 5 plus 14i times 2 minus 3i over 2 plus 3i times 2 minus 3i. So we're going to distribute using FOIL. We've got 5 times 2 will give us 10. 5 times negative 3i will give us negative 15i. 14, positive 14 times I times 2 will give us positive 28i. And then positive 14i times negative 3i will give us negative 42i squared. So that's the numerator and the denominator. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times negative 3i will give us negative 6i. Positive 3i times 2 will give us plus 6i. So as you can see, these terms will cancel. And then positive 3i times negative 3i will give us negative 9i squared. So we're going to simplify this, combining like terms. In the numerator, we have the 10. 15 and the 28i we can combine to be positive 13i, and then we have minus 42i squared. In the denominator, we have 4 minus 9i squared. Now for complex numbers, I squared is equal to negative 1. So that means that anywhere that we have an I squared in our expression, we can replace it with this negative 1. So look, we'll have that 10 plus 13i, because it's not the I squared, minus 42, and we'll replace the I squared with a negative 1, all over 4 minus 9, replacing the I squared with negative 1. So we can simplify this, combine like terms. We'll have 10 plus 13i, and this becomes plus 42, all over 4 plus 9. So then we end up with 13i plus 52 all over 13. Now this we can simplify in the traditional manner, where 13, these will cancel, and then 13 goes into 52 4 times. So in other words, we have 13i over 13 plus 52 over 13. So when we do the simplifying, we end up with I plus 4. And then our last step is writing the answer in the form a plus bi. Now you notice here I does not have a coefficient, which would otherwise be our b. So technically our b is 1, but we don't need to write it. So we have our a plus, and then we have no b, I. So our final answer is 4 plus I.